And what have we got today? A honeycomb 2x2. Now that sounds exciting, right? We got a nice, standard 3-door airlock. A few boxes. Some important items. And a TC hidden behind the main loot room. Wait, but is that all, you might ask? Let's get our X-ray vision going and check the inside of the base. As you can see, of course there's more to this base. The honeycomb houses hidden loot and hidden spawn rooms. And how do you suppose I get there, you may wonder? Am I supposed to pickaxe open all those stone walls every time I come online? Has evil gone mad? No worries, we're gonna use a novel technique of well-timed selective decay. This concept was inspired by Drizza, who proposed to hide stashes underneath fake external TCs and let them decay to retrieve the stash's contents. But I better let him describe the concept in detail.
But instead of just putting down external TC and throwing stuff in it, we can throw some stashes underneath of this and go offline. And for however long you're going to be offline, you can use this timer on the side that I got on the screen to upgrade it to stone or sheet metal, however long you're going to be offline. And then by the time you get back online, it'll be decayed and you can grab your stashes from underneath this TC. And the way that it works is you just don't put anything in the TC so that it starts decaying.
I leave a link in the description in case you want to check out his channel. Here we take this concept a notch further by using selective decay. For example, if you have a metal base, hide loot behind stone walls. Then, before you go offline, just leave enough stone in the TC so that the walls have decayed when you come back online. In this case, this would be after 8 plus 5 hours. If you log back on after 13 hours, the stone walls will have decayed and your loot is accessible again. You can incorporate this technique virtually in every full metal base. Here, we're going to use it in the context of a 2x2. I guess all of you have built a 2x2 at least once in your life, so I'm going to speed through the boring parts of the build. If you want to use this base as a starter as well, you can start with the left 2x1 plus the triangle on the bottom for the TC. I'm going to remove the ceiling so you can better follow the next build steps. For the hidden compartments, you can for example add half-height triangles. Make sure they are not stone, then place boxes as shown. And before you go offline, close it off with a stone wall, of course. If you want to hide the TC as well, I recommend putting it next to the main loot room. I also recommend to hide sleeping bags. If raiders destroy the main sleeping bags, you still have a spawn point in your base. If you want to play with the raiders' minds, follow Zedge's suggestion and use a fridge as a fake TC. Before closing it in, place this half-height floor tile. It's supposed to deter raiders from trying to get to the TC, as they won't be able to loot it. In this setup, I'd leave the window frame stone, otherwise raiders might use 8 rockets, and by accident destroy the wall that hides the real TC. However, that also means that the fake TC will be subject to selective decay. You can counter that by upgrading the window frame to sheet metal and moving the TC to the outer triangle. Which however means sacrificing one sleeping bag. Now if raiders use rockets and destroy the walls, they won't find anything of value. You can make this more believable by building fake external TC bunkers. If you build 4 of them, raiders will have to spend 32 rockets to realize that they have been duped. Another option is not to hide the TC at all and hope that raiders won't see the point in spending 8 rockets to get to its loot. Now let's make the base more realistic by adding furnaces, a workbench, sleeping bags, more boxes, and so on. Let me also quickly re-add the ceiling so we can see the base in its finished form. Now before going offline, head to the TC and take out the stone until you reach the desired decay time. Remember to add those 5 hours required for stone walls to decay. In this example, the stone walls should be decayed after 5 plus 12 hours, meaning if you log back after 17 hours, your hidden loot should be accessible again. I would also recommend that you leave this door open so that raiders can see that going through the walls would be a waste of resources. The other doors should be closed though. Now when you come back online after 17 hours, your hidden loot should be accessible. And no worries about the window. If the double doors are closed, no one can see the hidden compartments, even if they are unsealed. And of course, this technique has downsides. For example, if you get rocket raided 16 hours after you logged off, raiders will most likely destroy the decaying stone walls by accident and find the hidden loot. However, in my experience, most offline raids happen in the middle of the night. Assuming you go offline in the evening, the decay should not even have set in at this time. In any case, I wanted to share this idea with you. I hope you find it inspiring. Until then, Evil Wurst out.